Hello, hello, my dear friends, you've reached Elena's Bar. The best place on the internet, the very best by far. She'll help improve your fitness, but there's also so much more. 'Cause here are just a few things that this channel has in store. There's bar and there's Pilates and there's belly dancing too. And many styles of yoga, so I'm sure there's one for you. Then watch her practice pianist string from right within her home. She's in such big condition, she'll outrun the metronome. Elena's Bar, Elena's Bar. They're the best place on the internet, the very best by far. It's not just the piano, but the ukulele too. The guitar and violin are even more that she can do. She does so many different things, it's hard not to lose track. I nearly didn't mention that she posts on her Substack. Elena's Bar, Elena's Bar. The best place on the internet, the very best by far. Yet controversial topics may be brought up for discussion, but try not to provoke her or she'll swear at you in Russian. And sometimes certain topics can make quite a big impression. So remember, you take part at your own risk and your discretion. Elena's Bar, Elena's Bar. The best place on the internet, the very best by far. You might even meet Anita if you're quite a loyal fan. She's got a fixed male cat, but she's so desperate for a man. We've really got it all, then you couldn't ask for more. So sit right back and watch Elena shave a 3 or 4. Elena's Bar, Elena's Bar. The best place on the internet, the very best by far.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to Elena's Bar and the Resurgence of Sanity. How are you doing, guys? Oops, where is Steve? Ah, here you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, how are you doing, Nick?
I'm all right. Got a bunch of sleep.
Oh, did you get enough sleep?
I did.
Oh,
Saturday's
good.
my catch-up day, so.
Good.
Yep.
How are you, Steve?
I'm doing great.
Doing great. Are you looking forward to this live stream?
Not as much as you.
I'm very looking forward to this one, especially
haven't you learned by now that Saturday mornings are the highlight of my week?
Good. Yeah, guys, today we have fun. Today we are looking into the older article by Dalrock. I think Steve proposed this article after we've been analyzing female behavior of married women in particular who try to educate their husbands on how to be dominant and masculine and how to behave in a masculine way. They run these courses, right? Was it related to that, Steve?
Yeah, well, it's an ongoing theme.
Relationship courses. Yeah, they also, not just their husbands, they tell other men how to be men. So yeah, we are going to look into this article. And you recently did a live stream on Dalrock too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we continue the theme. Yeah. Do you want to say anything else before we dive into this article?
No.
Okay, well, let's get into it then. We are going to read it and then we will analyze it. And there are a lot more articles out there, guys. I didn't have a chance to read all of them because it was late yesterday when I was setting it up, and I read the article. Okay, I read this one. Was it the right article, Steve? Beta Husband Bootcamp. Oh, Nick, was it you who suggested this article?
I think so. I think I sent it.
It probably was
when I was researching.
It was probably Nick. Yeah, it says it was written by Dalrock on July 31st, 2010. Was it this one?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool. So Can you see it, guys? Let's zoom it, right? We need to zoom it. Hold on. Control and okay. Now I know how to zoom it, guys.
You can zoom in more. There you go. These are actually easy to zoom into right there. There you go.
Yeah, awesome. So who wants to read it? Nick, do you want to read it?
Oh, I guess I'll read some of it. Maybe
Okay, go
I'll
ahead.
see if I get tired. Oh, Beta Husband Boot Camp by Dalrock, July 31st, 2010. Tired of putting up with your husband's nauseating beta-ness? Wish you had an alpha husband instead? Not true alpha, mind you, just more alpha. You want your girlfriends to wish he would take them home with him. You don't want him to actually do it. But how do you make your boring beta hubby act more alpha? You could buy him a book on game or tell him about married man sex life and hope he follows through. But that could take forever before he starts practicing those cool alpha moves on you and you can get your tingle on. We
Sorry.
need to jumpstart this process. And you need to be his coach. As a public service, I'm organizing the first annual Beta Husband Bootcamp. That's right. You don't have to dump that zero to get yourself a hero. More details on the accommodations and costs involved below. But I can tell you that it will require the two of you to travel to our romantic getaway. And you will need to go on a shopping spree for clothing as well. As his coach, you will need to learn some principles of game and help him along as he changes his behavior and way of thinking. While he is learning, your role as coach will be absolutely critical. Now, while he is learning, your role as coach will be absolutely critical.
Mhm.
Here is what you will need to do as his coach during boot camp. Help him understand that the concept of fake it till you make it. Remember that even when the appropriate behavior feels strange, to still follow through as if it were already natural. After first changing his behavior, it will eventually start to feel natural.
Mhm.
When he asserts a leadership role, accept this and follow his lead. You don't want to undo what he has learned in seminar by killing his confidence. This goes for cases where he is practicing sexy moves in the bedroom. We don't tell you the details of each exercise in advance because we want the two of you to practice having him lead. While you are dining out, ask him to order for you. Wear sexy clothes and act as if he is the center of your world, especially when in public. Note the
Oh.
look of jealousy on other women's faces as they witness your pre-selection.
Mhm.
You
Now,
want me to continue, Nick?
no, I think it's a good place to stop right after that statement.
Okay, let's talk about it then. Does Dalrock understand women?
I
Mhm.
think so.
Does he understand men?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's scroll up. Let's see if that's true.
You want to scroll up the
Yeah.
article?
Yeah, scroll up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there are clues in his in this. Keep going. Let's go up to the top, the
To
beginning.
the top. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, tired of putting up. Oh yes, women have to put up with men and their nauseating beta-ness. Oh, you know what? You know what we call that? What is that called, Nick?
Simp.
No.
The ick. Yeah.
The ick. Man, could he just be a little bit more alpha and he could get rid of that ick? So this is a plan for a woman to reduce the ick in her husband. Oh, and then this is key. You want your girlfriends to wish he would take them home with him, but you don't want him to actually do it. Now, this is a key.
Yep.
Okay, now this is really difficult. You want your husband to be alpha enough that your female friends recognize that and be alpha enough for you, but you don't want him to be so alpha that he understands that he really has the option and he could pull other women. You don't want him to be so alpha that to realize he could do better than you.
Mm-hmm.
We're alpha enough that you really have no say in his life. He doesn't need you to lead or be his coach.
Or alpha on demand, like the message that you
They
sent
want
me, Steve.
alpha on demand, yes. They
Yeah,
don't
you-
actually
Yes.
want
Click
him
the
to-
dial and then okay, alpha mode now.
So
Oh, now I don't
Dalrock
want- Yeah, go ahead.
Dalrock understands this. He has the situation fully outlined here. You have to read between the lines. How do you make your boring beta husband act more alpha? Well, yeah, alpha enough, but not so alpha that he knows he's alpha and thinks he can find a better woman. I mean, this is really difficult. You could buy him a book, but damn, that's dangerous. He might actually realize he's a better man and kick your ass to the curb. I don't know. That sounds risky.
Well, yeah, she doesn't want him to have any authority. If she wants him to be an alpha, he must ask her the permission of where she wants to go. You know, lead me where I want to go.
She needs the remote control.
Mm-hmm.
That little knob. Okay, I can dial up his alpha when I want it, and then dial it down to beta so he's still manageable.
Yeah.
Notice the time preference here. That could take forever before he starts practicing those cool alpha moves on you, and you can get your tingle on.
You know why, Nick? Because he's dumb.
I'm wondering.
A man can't just read something and implement it and use it. No, he must be taught by a woman.
Uh-huh.
I wonder what the circumstances are that brought them here to Beta Husband Bootcamp. It could be many different things, but it seems like they've been married for a while. She's become repulsed. Maybe she's always been repulsed, but kind of didn't know it. Now she's woken up to being repulsed, or maybe perhaps it's betazation by 1,000 concessions, where he used to be this guy, and now he's just beta.
Or maybe she got from him what she wanted, so she was lying to herself when she first started dating him, that he's this kind of an alpha man, and then the moment they got married, and then she lost all interest.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
What is the reason, Elena?
She was never with him for his alphaness, let's say. She was for his resources. She had to fake. She
Yeah.
had to fake
Okay.
that
Yeah,
desire.
right.
And
No, it's more simple and based than that. Okay, have I said this before? Not enough spankings.
yeah, I know.
Okay, if she wants the tingles, she wants him to be more alpha. Damn, he's been too timid and tame. And, when was the last time this woman was put over his knee or just pushed up against the wall, groped, felt up, kissed passionately, turned around, smacked on the ass, and says, "Okay, woman, make me some food." I mean, what is that? Oh, man. Oh, no. I'm describing alpha behavior here.
I mean, if he even try, okay, if she already chose him for his resources, she's not going to, even if he tries to do those things, she will have the ick. She will not want him to do those things with her.
If he had done those from the beginning, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. With women, it's like, okay, she's so nothing holds them tied to their husbands today, and like she can change her mind on a whim, even if he was doing it at the beginning. I wouldn't say it's a guarantee. The odds are better, but she could still say, I'm not interested, and now we are married, like, how dare you raise your hand on me? Oh, you are abusing me, you are doing all of those things. And then, yeah, I don't know. I think it depends also on her, because she has agency, and she can. So it's like if she chose him for his baitiness to begin with, then even if he does it, yeah, I think you're right. He had to do it right at the beginning of the relationship. If he tries to do it when he's married, it's too late.
If he had done that at the beginning of the relationship, she might have still chosen him, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
And if she chose him for different reasons, she wouldn't be having this problem today.
Only maybe. I don't know. Women are so flaky. I just don't. If nothing restrains them legally to stay with their husbands, like if the laws are on their side, they can change their mind. They can find somebody else that they are more attracted to. Like, look, the famous guys. Who was it? Tom Brady and his wife, Giselle. Like the most alpha man out there. I mean, like he's ripped. He is somewhat handsome. I mean, what more did you want, And then if you're together for a little while, I think this is what confuses a lot of men. Just because she stays with you now doesn't guarantee that she will stay there forever. She will be there in a few years, because nothing beyond that genuine burning desire that a woman is supposed to have for her husband, there is nothing else that prevents women from divorce raping their husbands.
Okay. So do spankings work or no?
I think it depends, and I mean, your odds are maybe better if you do it at the
Oh,
beginning,
that,
but I don't know.
Okay, let's look at, okay, this is anecdotal information. But from the whole abused wife DV
Mm-hmm.
stuff, we know that in divorce, women accuse men of DV.
Yeah.
And they get all the encouragement in the world to do that. And it works. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Elena's talking about. She can do that. But then there are those women who stay with abusive men. Oh, those poor things. They really need to be rescued. Okay, I'm not arguing with that. But the fact, and it's probably true. It is probably true. But there is something about, he's a dominant man and somewhat not nice. Hard to live with. But yet, those women will stay with that man. They will actually defend that man and change their story or not want him in jail. Whereas the weak man gets accused and all the other women cheer because, oh, yes, he must have been abusive. The men who actually abuse, the women stay with them. So there is some factor here. Now, I'm not encouraging that. But there is some factor here where the more assertive and physical and controlling to a point you are as a man, the more apt your wife is to not choose to use the nuclear option.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is some truth to that. It's not a guarantee, though, but yeah.
Okay, as a man, Nick, as a man, are there any guarantees in life?
he'll be accused of DV either way.
Yeah, might as well do it right now.
If he takes you to the cleaners, right, the courts, you'll be accused of it either way, whether you did it or you didn't. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I understand the logic, I really do.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh, so you're saying it's better to be punished for something you did than something you didn't do?
No, might as well, If she's
Yeah,
going,
and by the way, we're not talking about actually, like
yeah.
doing
It's just-
anything harmful or
Hey, but in order to explore these
yeah.
issues and the dynamics, you have to talk, in a very open, frank manner. Yes,
right.
there are situations out there that are horrendous. There are men who actually do harm women. And I'm not advocating for that. But we have a much bigger problem on the other side, where men are too weak, and then women assume the power. Somebody's got to take power, and the law gives women all the power. And once she loses respect for a man because he is not wielding the power, she will develop contempt. And once she has contempt, she will go unhinged and vindictive and malicious and everything. She will use all the power that she can muster through the force of the state to devastate that man, because he is so he's like worm excrement at the bottom of the ocean. He is not deserving of respect. He is contemptuous. Whatever he gets, he has coming because he's such a weak man.
Yeah, but at first,
Hmm.
when they choose to date this man or choose to marry this man, it's like it just speaks so much about their character as humans. I think women are evil, evil creatures to do that, because at first she chose that man, right? She decided to marry him. She decided to clean her house. She decided to do everything
What the hell happened
the
there?
cleaners just
Oh,
because you so hate him. He's worthless. He's spineless. He's just a poop. Remember, you have kids with him, and it's like I get frustrated with women, especially the contentious, insufferable ones, that do this to their husbands and do this to their
oh,
kids.
what percentage of women are pretentious and insufferable?
Most of them. Especially older women. I mean, like historically, women would pass their knowledge on to the younger ones. Well, the only knowledge that they can pass, even if they are anti-feminists or something, is how to enslave your husband better. And I see it everywhere. Like, I listen to an older woman. She's so entitled. She doesn't even realize it. She can say all of the things against feminism, and she's so full of herself. And then this is the attitude that she's passing on to the younger women. Like, yeah, you are be a pious, insufferable bitch, so that a man serves you well. I've seen countless women giving similar kind of advice to younger women. Even anti-feminists, they are against feminism. But for them, feminism is just something noblest, something they can shift the blame on. Oh, it wasn't really me. It wasn't the women, right? It's this bad feminist propaganda that lied to us, that misled us. Own your shit, ladies. You wanted it. You voted for it. You still are doing feminism by rebelling against your husbands.
So it's basically like the woman blaming the serpent, like Eve
Yeah,
blaming the serpent,
exactly. They're like Eve blamed
and
the
taking
serpent.
zero responsibility for what
Zero
she did.
responsibility, zero accountability for your own bad choices.
Nick, do you realize how privileged you and I are? Because we come on weekly and discuss things with one of the few non-pretentious, non-insufferable women on the
I
planet.
wouldn't go that far, but I mean, I get frustrated, like I see this woman, and I watched recently Pearl's
Are you a
video that,
unicorn?
oh, what, the unicorn? I'm not a unicorn.
Oh,
The
you're not a NAWAL? You're not one of the
No,
NAWAL?
I
Oh, so do you fall in this category then yourself?
yes, like all women are the same, all of us.
Hmm.
Some of
So
us are just maybe slightly less less pretentious, less, like less horse, but like in the end, it's just we are all the same.
It could be that.
oh,
It could be that you were just had that just glimmer of the good sense to marry a man who is more dominant and
Yeah,
and puts more restraints on you, which allows you to actually be seen as being the better woman.
yeah, I think that the optics that men give women, like they get the status of a married woman from their husbands. Basically, like, okay, you have two options. You can be a run through whore, you can be a wife, but today wives are also pretty much run through whores because they don't marry their husbands as virgins. So yeah,
well,
your husband saves you from the stigma of a public whore. He gives you his name, he gives you his protection, basically long-term security, right? and then you are so ungrateful. You just shit on him, and then you say, well, he's so bad, he's so beta, I just can't stand him, I'm going to divorce grave him, I'm going to take him to the cleaners, and I'll kidnap the kids and everything.
It's like, man, paradise, the Garden of Eden was, it was a great place. They really wanted for nothing. But it was so bad. She just had to believe the serpent and take the fruit and eat it.
Yeah, I know, right? Be grateful
And then
for
tell
what
her
you have,
husband what to
ladies.
do.
Mm-hmm. Such ungrateful bitches. I have nothing more to say, I see these all older women, and then they are bragging about also like how their husbands are serving them, how they're like, you are just humiliating. You are humiliating yourself. You're humiliating your husband. Just shut up and go serve your husband. Do something more useful.
Shut up and make me a sandwich.
Exactly. Go make a sandwich. Go clean the toilet. Okay. Go do the dishes.
So when a woman can effectively manage and control her husband, what does that do to her sexual desire for him?
Ay. There is a reason, I think, why they decide all of a sudden to run these relationship courses for men. They are looking for his replacement.
Yep.
They start a relationship program for other men to find a better alpha dude out there. Maybe one of those simps will turn out to be more alpha, or maybe somebody from outside will notice me, how great I am, how virtuous I am, how smart and intelligent I am. Maybe somebody will pay attention to me, and somebody better than my husband will.
Do women really truly want an alpha, or think they can get an alpha man for long term, or do they just want to build a better beta?
It depends on the hour of the day, Steve, or the time of the month.
Yeah. I think for the most part, based on what I've seen on social media, they want to build a better beta, because beta is controllable and it's on demand, so you can always turn it down if you want to.
Yeah, but what about when they just like need that rough and
Well,
rough?
this is why they go and do these relationship courses for other men, because maybe it gives them this kind of it adds some spice to what they are doing, to their daily routine with their building beta process, building their beta husbands into alpha.
Well,
I'm actually
you know
hinting
what?
at ovulatory shift, but okay.
It does. Yeah, it probably has something to do with it. Yeah.
That's when you need, a working woman will go on a conference trip,
Right.
Whoa.
or that stay-at-home, woman who married well. There's always the pool boy.
Yeah.
Or the girls vacation.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like in the middle.
Girls trip.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Uh-huh. Except for, okay, look, Sarah Stock, right? She thought that nobody would find out. Yeah. And they assume that men are so stupid. Men won't figure it out, It's just, they assume that everyone just will keep it quiet. Nobody will reveal who they are. Nobody will talk about it. Keep it secret, right? If nobody knows, then it didn't happen.
It bleeds out eventually, or it's revealed eventually.
Exactly.
In
Like
my
somebody
experience.
eventually finds out,
No, and women tell on themselves if a guy can pay attention enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what Steve always says stuff about this.
What do I say?
You say something that, women just bleed information. They are always telling on themselves.
I don't
It's
say
not always
bleed. I
direct.
say they leak information.
Oh,
Leak, yeah.
It's like when they get older, get a little bit incontinent. When they laugh, and something comes out. Oh, they do that with information their whole life.
Yes, actually, they do. And all women do it, regardless of the age. Yeah, they do.
Oh,
They can only
see,
hold
I
it for a
know,
little
I
bit.
know about reality.
They can only hold it for a little bit. Eventually, it does come out. And yeah, you have to watch it because it can come out in unusual places, but it does come out.
Never the whole thing, though.
Well, of course not. If it was the whole thing, then what would be the point of hiding it,
Right.
Yeah. They only want the pieces. Sometimes they think that whatever information they are sharing is useful information to them, and then you have to
when a
piece it
woman's
all
mouth is
together.
open, they think it's important.
When what, Nick?
When a woman's mouth is open, they think it's important.
Yeah.
And you know what guys do? We probably tune out 75% of what they're saying and try to just pick out the keywords.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it takes too much effort.
It's just too much information. I usually, when I watch their videos, I focus on the keywords too, because it's just too much.
Yeah.
Too much unnecessary details, like feelings fuzzy. Like, okay, what are the actions? What are the what's the core there? Mm-hmm.
So that's where men and women are the same. When a woman is talking, the man is trying to figure out, what the hell is she talking about? What's the point? Do you know what the woman is trying to figure out?
When a man is talking?
Oh, no.
Feelings.
Okay. No. What's the point here? What am I talking about? She is talking. It's like an external going around in circles. And if she talks long enough, she will figure out herself what the point is. She doesn't fucking know the point, and the man doesn't know the point. It's just an exercise. A woman cannot really think while being silent. Okay, I'm overstating this, but it's kind of true. A woman will not understand what's going through her mind until she blah, 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 talks for a half an hour, and then she'll finally realize, oh, okay, maybe.
I actually, some women can think in silence. I actually do better, like in terms of processing and contemplating on the information that is given. I wish more women did it. This is why I encourage women to do embroidery, sewing, or something that keeps their mouth shut and just occupies their hands, so that they are hyper-focused on that thing that they are doing without talking.
Well,
Because
I
every time
agree.
they talk,
You can
every
do
time
it.
they talk, they don't think. Every
You
time,
can
like,
do it pretty well, Elena. Most women can't.
yeah, but this is something that's taught from a very early age. My mother signed me up
Discipline?
for music classes when I was 6 years old. So from 6 years old, they were teaching me how to sit quietly and focus on something else, do something useful with my hands. Yeah, I think it's a skill. Like, you have to really develop it. It's a very useful skill for women in particular, because then you can just absorb the information, process it in your head, think about it, and then if you have some questions, you can ask your questions. Yeah, just keep your mouth quiet for a while. It does help, ladies. Yeah. Well, let's continue.
Get back to your article.
Yeah, let's get back to the article. We got distracted a little bit here. Okay. So, Steve, do you want to proceed reading here?
Oh, well, I can, or Nick can take it.
Oh,
Public service.
uh-huh.
Scroll down.
Okay,
Scroll
so
down.
he's poking fun at it.
Okay.
More
Okay, we did
details,
that one.
yeah.
Okay, now the coach.
No,
Yeah.
well,
No, go back up.
Oh, go back
you
up.
went too far.
We are talking about it. Okay. I thought you
Bullet
were going
points.
to read.
Bullet points are actually important.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, you talk about the bullet points.
It's actionable information. Help him understand. Beat him over the head. With fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna work out for you, honey. You can do this. You can turn him into the man of your dreams.
No, the man of my dreams, Nick. No, not the man that he wants to be. The man that she
No,
wants him
I'm
to be.
saying it's a just look, it will this appropriate behavior feels strange to follow through as if natural. At first, changing his behavior will it will eventually start to feel natural. Bullshit. Bullshit. Thank you. She's still in charge here, right?
Yeah.
She's
Like,
still
help
turned
him.
off. She knows it's not natural. She's gonna have the ick knowing that this is fake.
Well, I think this is the irony. This article, guys, is the or satire.
It's once you lose frame, it's almost impossible to get it back.
Yeah.
And they're not trying to teach this guy so much as frame, but game. And she doesn't like the guy because he has no frame, and he also has no game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's still not going to be long-term relationship material.
You know what is really unnatural, Nick? For the past 10 years, his balls have been in her purse. Now she's trying to give them back to him on a temporary basis. And it feels so unnatural for him to have his balls attached to his body again. He doesn't know how to use it and be masculine. But, she's still in control of where his balls go, in her purse or on his body.
This is a great analogy. I'm so making a shot out of this tip. I put the timer. Yeah. That's so true. That's so true. Yeah, okay, here are your balls back. Behave like an alpha for once.
So this is role playing here. This is not act. This is all fake. This is the complementarian fake crap. When he asserts a leadership role, accept this and follow his lead. Remember, he's now serving you better as this sort of fake alpha that's supposed to get your tingles on.
Yeah, she gives him the balls back on the one condition that he serves her better.
But don't kill his confidence. I mean, having testosterone back in your system might help, I guess, but
yeah, and if you listen to these relationship gurus, Nick, sorry for interrupting, a lot of them are saying that ladies, if your husband, let your husband be a man, let him behave like a man, right? Let him lead you where obviously you already want to go, right? Don't kill his confidence. They are using as if they are, I don't know, if I didn't know any better, I would think that they all read this article and they all took it for face value, and then they started acting upon it.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's why Dalrock is brilliant.
He
understands the nature of women and why this works and the nature of men that let this happen. He's describing reality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder how many readers actually got the point of his article.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then imagine this man practicing sexy moves in the bedroom. I'm already like mm. Yeah, after you gave him his balls back, and then he's going to practice those, whatever.
There's a point of no return in a lot of LTRs. Like Steve's experienced this. I have experienced this. When you've figured out the problem, you take your balls back, right? You say, "F this. This was stupid. I don't know how I ever let myself get in this position to begin with." But it actually makes the situation worse when you become
You cannot
confidence.
You cannot recover.
No.
You just can't. If she's got your balls, because you were that nice Christian man, and then you say, "This sucks. This is bullshit," and now you assert yourself. Oh, hell no. It's not.
Well, then she tries
I've
to.
never seen it work.
You know, Steve, but then
Me
she
neither.
tries to take your balls off through the state, through divorce.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
She still has your balls in her pocket just through other means. Yeah, not directly.
Absolutely.
He's lopped off the balls of Pastor Bard. Yeah. I don't know.
And okay.
It's like that Jezebel lopping off John the Baptist's head and presenting it to Herod on a platter. That's how they use the state.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she will get her way. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to pay through the nose. He's going to lose more, at least half, probably 3/4 of everything he's worked for.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be enslaved and have to pay child support. And it's going to be, I mean, she's going to win, hands down.
Yeah.
But over the next 10, 20 years, he's gonna get his balls back. And by the time he is 50, 60, as long as he doesn't make the same mistake again, he will have more money than if he had stayed with her. Even after paying through the nose and losing half of his shit. And he will have his mind back. He will have his confidence. Yeah. He's not going to get, well, if he's a Christian man and moral. Yeah, okay. The sex. He's not going to get laid. But damn, he wasn't getting laid while he was married, and he didn't have any peace then. At least now he's not getting laid. And he has peace. Right, Nick?
Pretty much. It's actually more frustrating to be constantly rejected in a marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Than just not having it at all.
Yeah, that's
Now,
true.
if you're not a Christian man and you really look for options, holy shit, I think you can find them.
Yeah.
Desperate women who just need a little bit of alpha once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Friends with benefits type situations. You look for them, they're out there.
Yeah. It is harder for Christian men because of their principles and morals, but if you are a secular man, the supply is endless out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Are you going to continue, Nick?
Oh, it's my turn again? Okay.
Well, you can keep going. I don't care.
Oh. While you're dining out, ask him to order for you. If that's the biggest tell, I think that might be the biggest tell of the whole article, that it's tongue in cheek, right? Now, it's not wrong for a woman to ask a man to order for you, but he's already not asserted that alphaness, right? he needs a little more prodding from the ball and chain, right? You need to be more alpha, prod.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Okay.
she's pushing him. She's pushing him to be more masculine, right? And
Oh,
do the things that she approves of. Okay, and I've seen those women about femininity and all of that crap. They do tell women, let him order for you in a restaurant. It's like I'm telling you guys, as if I didn't know that. I think that they would read this article and they would start implementing it.
okay. It's a good idea to order for a woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
My husband does it, but
Okay,
it's like
but okay, guys, if you've never done this, here's how you do it. You tell her where you're going out to eat. Doesn't really matter if she wants to go there or not. You say, well, that's where I'm going. This is where we're going. And then you go to the restaurant. Okay, now you're already asserting yourself. And she's going to blah, 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 leaking information. Okay, well, what are you feeling like? Well, you know, they got this and that. What do you think you're going to have? What do you want? Or you don't even have to prod. She's going to be talking about what they're doing, and you're going to know her mood. And then when you get to that point where you're going to order, you've been talking about, she's looking at the menu. When a woman's looking at a menu, oh, she's saying, oh, this looks good. This looks good. This looks good. She can't fucking make up her mind if her life depended on it. But she's leaked all this information. Then you just say, okay, we're ready to order. I'll order for you. And you say, the lady will have this, this, and this. Because you already know what she wants. She told you. She leaked all the information. You didn't ask her. She didn't tell you to order for her. And then you order for yourself. Just listen to all that idle chatter and take charge. Does that work, Elena?
I usually don't even look at the menu. You know, like they bring it to me. I'm thinking about like other things, and then we're just talking, and like I don't even look at it. My husband asks me, "What do you feel like eating? Like fish, in terms of like fish, meat, or like salad or something?" And I sometimes even don't know, you know. And then he starts planning. Okay, we are going to have this for dinner, so maybe eat this for variety, you know. And like, okay. I honestly don't care like what he orders.
See,
I'll eat what he orders.
He gathers enough information. He's testing out what's your mood. You don't even look at the menu. Okay, fine.
I don't need to, because
He
I tell
knows
him,
what
okay,
your
I
mood
want.
is. He's checking in. Oh, are you in a fish mood?
Yeah.
A chicken mood? A beef mood?
Oh.
And then he's going to look through and he's going to make the decision.
Yeah.
And man, you know what? Are you relieved? Because you don't have to make a decision. You don't even have to do the work of looking through the menu.
It is work. It's like sometimes I look at these menus and there's so much written down there. And like half of the ingredients I don't even know what they are. You know, like the names.
I think Steve puts too much work into this. I know what I like. I sort of care what she likes, but I really just care if she's going to follow my lead.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
If he's not going to follow my lead, why the hell am I even here?
Okay, I'll give you that one, Nick. I'm just describing it in detail for guys who.
Yeah, well, my husband knows like something.
I'm not going to put as much thought into it as I laid out in detail. But yeah, okay, I'll go with
you. It helps to know like if she's allergic to some things. But then when you live together, like I'm allergic to shrimps and like some seafood, I don't really eat it. But yeah, like you just avoid some of those things. But then other than that, yeah.
So that's a yes, but.
No, I mean, you don't want her to throw up either. You know, like if you know that she's allergic to some things, like are you going to?
Well, yes, but okay.
You know.
Next.
Okay, I want to take this next one.
Go ahead, Steve.
Wear sexy clothes and act as if he's the center of your world. Okay, let's stop there. What kind of woman acts like the man is the center of her world in the sexual
Especially when in public. Okay, this explains.
Okay, this is act like a whore.
Yes.
Okay, a prostitute.
In public.
Okay, and does a prostitute act like this man? She's really into him. Is she into him? No, but she acts as if she is. If yeah, and she makes him feel like he is. She's still in control.
Yeah.
And okay, now here's a point that both Nick and I have made. Okay, when you do this in public, are you doing it for the man, or are you doing it as competition with other women so you can see the jealousy on their faces? This is
are you
female
doing it
competition.
for the attention of other men?
No, you are doing it for the attention of other women.
I don't think attention from women is enough.
Okay, both, but
mostly men.
no, mostly women.
I'm not convinced.
Okay, when you're with
the
the man, you're not trolling for other men actively. When you're with the man demonstrating this, you are trolling for dominance or superiority over other women.
Okay, if she was into a man, let's say, and I think Kate Middleton would be a good example of this. She wore a somewhat slinky dress to impress William. She did it just for him, to impress him. Okay, if she was a different type of woman, let's say, more of a like promiscuous type woman, right? She would blast it all over social media so that other men would see her. Maybe not social media in that case; it wasn't there back then, but still. She would do it. She would be seeking attention from other men as well, not just one man that she did it for. There is nothing wrong with doing it for your man, like you be a whore for your man.
No, it doesn't work this way.
But when you have to do it for public so that other men can see you, that's
doesn't work that way. Okay, now I get to tell you a story. Second wife, while we were dating, she had a pretty decent body. So we went out to eat, and I told her to wear it was a pretty sexy dress. I commanded her to wear it without a bra. So, okay, she had generous breasts, and, her headlights were on. So while we were walking to the restaurant, and we would encounter other couples. Okay, she was safe with me. Okay, fine. You know what? The men ignored her. And all the women gave her such dirty looks. It was hilarious.
Well, Stephen, okay, here he's talking about pre-selection. Note the look of jealousy on other women's faces as they witness your pre-selection. If a man was true alpha, let's say, a lot of these relationship gurus, they are married, right? And they brag about it, and then they fluff their husbands up publicly. They dress somewhat provocatively to get more attention, of course. And if their men were alpha, they would keep it to themselves. They wouldn't want the extra competition, the extra jealousy. They wouldn't need to see the jealousy faces on other women.
Not capable of keeping it to themselves.
I will never share my husband publicly. women who actually are scared of losing their husbands. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, they are keeping it to themselves. They are not going to blast it all over social media or everywhere else just to see the jealousy of other women. I don't need to see that jealousy.
Elena, you don't have to put his picture up, but he comes on your channel, and no, they don't see what he looks like, but they hear what he sounds like. They know he's muting your ass and telling
Yes,
you
I
no.
know. I know. Okay, fine. But it's like I'm not going to like brag about it, you know?
Do you react to it though?
To what?
Well, okay, there's that story that we've heard many times.
There you go.
When you were out to eat with your husband.
Yes.
And the waitress was somewhat attractive, and he was having a little banter with you, and you were really not liking it.
Banter with her, you mean?
He was bantering with her.
With
and
her,
you were fuming.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so what happened afterwards when you went home? Were you a little bit extra amorous and appreciative and competitive?
That the other woman paid attention to my man.
Yeah, okay. Did was the lovemaking extra something?
Maybe I don't remember. It was years ago, Steve. You're asking me
I know,
questions.
But remember,
you don't have to.
Just ain't saying it.
We are not talking about it, guys.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it. I'm not asking you to tell details, but that level of a little bit of jealousy and her mate guarding, and she's pissed off because she's giving attention elsewhere. Yeah, you know what she's gonna do when you get home?
Well, when it comes from him and he initiates it, you don't have to attach his balls back for him to do it and then take these balls back from him. Then yeah, it's just more natural than sure. But when we are talking about like these dynamics that he's describing, when she allows him to lead her where she wants to go, and she gives him the balls periodically so that he can order food for her in the restaurant, he can basically serve her better. And then she allows him to be a little bit more alpha, but then the moment he starts a banter with some other chicks, she's like, okay, balls back into my purse, right?
So it just ruins the whole thing.
It does. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. This is what I was telling women, that you can have an alpha man, but then you have to embrace him with all of it. You know, you can't just pick and choose which parts you like and which parts you don't like.
Okay, so isn't this where we stopped? Should I continue reading?
Yes, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Now we have the coach role defined. On to the shopping spree. There are several online stores you can use to buy the outfits you will need. I don't have permission to name the stores in this blog, but you can go to this one, or this one. Links in the LSFW. If you prefer to shop at different retailer, that is fine, but these stores should give you the sense of the kinds of fashion you are looking for. Oh, you can probably buy this stuff on Amazon now.
Yeah, probably. Uh-huh.
Logistics for travel and lodging. To maintain your valuable privacy, this will be a virtual boot camp, but it is very important that you leave your home and go someplace romantic for the weekend. If you have kids, be sure to arrange for a sitter. The registration. Space is limited, so register early. To register, simply leave a comment below with the words, I want to register. But do not leave any identifying information like your real name, email, address, etc. I will make arrangements separately with your husband to get him the curriculum. As I mentioned, this is a public service, so no registration fee is required. We want this to be as realistic as possible, so he will be instructed to play along as if you simply planned a romantic getaway. We need to keep a sense of romance and the mystery in the process, and have found that this is the only way to do this.
Sure.
After the boot camp, buy him a book and have him visit Married Man's Sex Life. Okay, aside. Married Man's Sex Life was written by Athol K. He's a Aussie. It actually it's a good book. I read it. Written probably about 10, 12 years ago. So I don't know if it's still available. I haven't seen Athol K around. He was a frequent commenter on Dalrock. He was one of the old guys. Okay, so edit. This is the closing comment from Dalrock. I hope you and your husband have had a fantastic boot camp weekend. Sorry about not contacting him with any explanation or instruction. I'd make up an excuse, but that was never really part of the plan. However, you followed your instructions as coach. You should be well on your way in the fake it till you make it process of reforming yourself to follow his lead. But just to be sure, you probably should explain to him what game is and that it is important to you that he continue in his leadership role.
Right.
So, ladies, the burden of building a better beta never ends. You have to continue to be vigilant and encourage him and teach him what you want him to know. You have to teach him to be a better beta with spurts of alpha. That's probably an apt description.
So this is like purple pill, right?
Yeah, it's whatever color pill you want.
Yeah.
Only leads her where she wants to go.
Yeah, lead her. Yeah. Where she approves. And she gives you permission.
He has his balls back on rent.
Yeah. This is a great article, guys. I really enjoyed reading it yesterday. I was laughing a lot while I was reading. It's so true. Like, men really, really understand female nature, you know? How women think. Yeah.
Guys, so on this past Wednesday, we did a stream on early Dalrock from the years 2010 through 2011. It had a few, I think like 6 articles. A lot of the things that we do on the Resurgence of Sanity, we find after we've kind of developed an idea, we look back and like, oh, the Dalrock's already kind of thought through this idea a bit, but 10 to 15 years beforehand. But what's interesting is the ideas they've kind of fallen away from the mainstream of part of the red pill, and that might be partly due to Dalrock's own absence starting around 2019, early 2020.
Yeah.
I recommend you guys watch our episode on early Dalrock on the Resurgence of Sanity.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, I'll tell you why it's fallen away. Dalrock was key. He was one. He had great ideas. His presence is missed. But the whole dynamic of the red pill, the manosphere, has changed. It was a community in the past on blogs and people interacting. And And there were key guys like Dalrock who would host the space, but there were key players who would participate in there. Well, I did a lot. Aaron Clary did. Rollo did to a certain extent. Athel K would comment. There were regulars, and we all contributed, and the knowledge increased. And now you have YouTube. You have a few talking heads. You have a few comments in there, but the level of engagement is not the same. It's not really a community anymore.
Yeah, it's really not. Yeah, it's hyper individualistic approach.
There
Everyone is
are
kind
a
of
lot
like for
more
themselves.
women
Mhm.
talking
A lot
about
more
this shit.
women.
And women never understand things the same way a man would.
Yeah,
Sorry, just doesn't happen.
very true. Yeah, women subvert everything. This is why I don't even bother. Like, given my advice usually is very general, and I refer men. And if you watch even my short videos, if I have the time there left, sometimes it's just a message, and it takes the whole 3 minutes in a short. But I always try to refer men to watch your stuff and other red pill guys, the old school red pill men, because. Like, I'm a woman, you know. I'm not supposed to. I was told recently that I should acknowledge that men are not perfect, but then it's like it's not my place to even say. I know that people, it's human nature, right? Nobody is perfect, but I don't want to give anybody an excuse to attack men more, because men are already being attacked by the tradcons, by the leftists, by everyone, really. Even within the red pill, there are different factions, right? Like, you man up, you do better, and everything. It's just like men are already working on men. Leave men alone. Go work on women.
Yeah, well, of course, men are not perfect. So, ladies, be aware. Your husband is not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, always be on your guard whether you should listen to him. And you know what? Your boss is not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't listen to your boss. Always be on guard.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wait a minute. Your boss could fire your ass and you'd be out on the street. Guess he's not perfect, but you're going to have to listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, your husband is not likely to kick your ass out on the street.
Yeah.
You don't really have to listen to your husband as much as you do your boss. This is a sick situation.
It is sick.
Very
Yeah.
sick.
Very, very sick. Yeah. Yeah. And it's so annoying that we have so many. I was getting some videos from guys on Instagram. They were sending me some thread thoughts who are saying all of the socially acceptable things against feminism.
Gilligan? I mean, Gilligan's? Gilligan's? You had some Gilligans send you stuff?
Yeah, they well, I mean, not just them, but you know, I get some comments from private messages, I would say, from like traditional conservative women, you know, and those are I was telling Steve before we started, they're so pious. It's what we were talking about before. They are so full of themselves. And then how the red pill women submit to their husbands is bad, but then it's just virtue signaling, you know. But then they are so much better, so much more submissive by showing their kids publicly on social media and also exploiting their husbands to get more likes and attention, just to show that they have this perfect marriage, you know, they have this perfect relationship. I'm like, yeah, congratulations, you're married to a simp, you know. and then like yeah, like the feedback sometimes I get is just it's hilarious, guys. Yeah. So yeah, they trash the red pill women. They trash Pearl and like yeah, you don't like what she does, you don't like what I do here. We are revealing what the traditional conservative women are doing in church, right? And then they just don't they don't like the fact that somebody is pointing the finger at them. You know, we're not supposed to do that. Instead, we were supposed to go and fight those crazy leftists. You know, we're not supposed to notice the games that traditional conservative women are playing. Yeah. And it's so sad. Steve was saying that we now it's gotten so bad that now we even have to praise these women on the right, but it's still veneration of women above men. Like yeah, the women on the right win on slightly better maybe than the women on the left, right? And that let's just celebrate them instead. Let's venerate them because they deserve more attention, because they're so much better, they're so much more virtuous and so much more godly. Yeah.
Okay. So what?
Well, I think we've covered today's topic. I don't know if you want to add anything else, guys. We can keep it short today.
Don't you have a surprise for us?
Yes, well, now let's do it, guys. Let's do the surprise, right? Okay. Yeah, our weekly nomination. Let me find it. Okay, here you go. And then I want your feedback. Tell me what you think. Welcome everyone to our weekly nomination. Guys, this week's award goes to a godly and virtuous woman who tries to revive traditional values by influencing women to serve Jehovah and by bringing as many people to heaven with her as possible. She preaches the Bible and guys, she's even wearing the head covering. Look, I'm not sure how many women actually follow her, but I think that she's quite successful at inverting God's hierarchy and getting male attention. I'm even jealous of her success. And you know what? I also think that she might secretly believe that she is somehow related to Jesus. After all, she could be another Virgin Mary or Maria Magdalene, who knows? Let's welcome Angelina Maria. There you go. Yeah, we've seen this girl before.
Oh, was she the one that talks about not really obeying her husband?
They all talk that, Nick. Like, if you actually pay attention to all of these church whores who are subverting what the Bible says. They're not supposed to do that, and they all do that. Yeah.
And Pearl's breaking it in right now. Breaking it in.
I know.
Going
I know.
after it. Should
I
Christian women
wanted to give
obey
a
their
shout out.
husbands?
Yeah. I wanted to give a shout out to Pearl. I watched your, I think one of the recent videos that Steve sent to me. Do you remember, Steve, that video that you shared?
Yeah, Pearl is on a roll lately.
On a roll. I really love that one. I left you a few comments there. And
know
I
what?
just shared that video on Instagram and on Twitter.
You know how good I am at coming up with acronyms.
Mm-hmm.
This woman is really good at piss talk.
Mm-hmm.
Pious. Insufferable. Sanctimonious. Slut. Because all women have that slut nature.
Mm-hmm.
But when they try and cover it up with the pious talk, and they're insufferable because they're telling you what to do, and they're sanctimonious, damn, I can't take it. I've seen it too much. It's just piss talk.
It's so annoying. And I did leave her. How I know that she has a lot of men, especially traditional conservative men, following her. Based on the feedback I received, I left her a comment and I told her that if you follow God, you're not supposed to do what you're doing. You're not supposed to teach, right? And there were a line of simps there, saying that she is such a goddamn virtuous woman and I'm just a frustrated spinster or something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just jealous. Yeah. Yes, I'm jealous.
You are trying to dissuade them from their fantasy woman.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to say, hey guys, your fantasy woman is not real. Oh, who are you to tell me that my fantasy woman is not real? I hate you.
I know, right? Wait, the fusions say what? Oh my gosh, guys! You need to go watch now. You can watch if you want. The Ephesians sermon by Pastor Karen from my Anita Moket saga. Mm-hmm. That's what it has become. Yeah. Did you watch that one? It was singing. It involved some singing in there. It was a song.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it?
You put out so much stuff that I try and keep up.
I
don't actually put that much. It's like I
saw the cooking. You had the one where you're baking the recipe, right? I saw that one.
Did you like it?
It's all right.
Pay attention if you watch that one, guys. Pay attention to the comments because the actual joke is in the comments.
Right.
It's like, you have to pay attention to the incoming comments that she receives there while she's baking. Yeah.
Oh, guys, newsflash. Alana is a woman and she wants you to pay attention to her.
Shocker. Are you surprised? Yes, I'm competing for attention. With this church horse, I guess. Well, anyway, yeah. Okay, guys, I think we are done here. Do you have any plans for Wednesday? What are you doing on Wednesday?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't know yet? Oh, right. You might have a debate, right?
Maybe. We hope so.
It's like I hope so too. Yeah. It's
haven't
been a
heard
while
anything.
since we've debated somebody. It would be fun. Yeah. We really enjoyed having Mark on to talk about polygyny. It was a good live stream.
It's a good discussion.
It was a good discussion.
We don't agree, but hey,
you
can't have a debate with somebody if you agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. And then Mark did show up for some of my music live streams too. So yeah, we are still good friends. Yeah. It was a very civilized discussion, which is kind of rare today. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, we will come up with a topic for next week. There will be another episode of the whole of the week, so come join us, guys. But you have to wait till the end to find out who is awarded. Yeah, the supply of them never ends. So yeah. Well, anyway, that was fun. Thanks for joining us today. Remember to please like and subscribe. Tell us what you think about the topic, about the article that we have read for you today. And for other activities as well, go subscribe to the Resurgence of Sanity YouTube channel. They have very interesting discussions there. Yeah. And then all of our discussions here are kind of based on what you guys are talking about on the Resurgence of Sanity. Oh, and also you will do the live stream on Frame, right? At some point.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's a fallback plan.
Awesome. Yeah.
And that's what your husband Plutarch is doing.
Yay.
So don't talk to us about promising to do that stream.
Oh,
He's
I know.
completely under your roof, whether that happens or not.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to
How
him.
you just sent her to nag him all week, right?
Yeah, right. I was trying to be nice and polite, and here you go, Nick. You just ruined it for me. I was trying to say, I'll try to convince my husband.
Nick, how many times has Plutarch said, "Thanks, Steve"?
Yeah, right.
All the time.
I know, right? But Steve gives good ideas, so yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking around with us. Thank you, Tacticus. Thank you for your comments. Fake Human, great to see you guys. And yeah, we'll see you all next time. Join us next week. We'll have fun. Okay. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.
Bye.
Guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. If you are new here or if you're a returning subscriber, we appreciate you. Have you watched Anita Moket's saga by me, your Red Pill Babushka? If you haven't yet, we highly recommend you to watch this mini-series to better understand women, how they think and how they manipulate men. Anita Moket's saga is a comic parody of female nature and female behavior that includes Anita's adventures, her special and unique experiences, and various interactions with other funny characters. I created Anita to pick on female delusions, entitlement and promiscuity, and to show the reality of corrupted by women institutions. The first season shows the process of finding yourself through self-worth, self-love and self-respect meditation retreats and relationship sessions with various female gurus. The second season reveals her godly path to Jesus and her true power over men, femininity.
Hi, I'm Anita Moket. I used to be on OnlyFans, but not anymore. Not after I found Jesus. I'm a trad wife now. I love Jesus. I'm not a feminist. I want a perfect husband with kids because now I feel that it's my true purpose in life to be a stay-at-home wife and mother. Because I deserve a family. I want to be married to the right man. So join our church and wife me up.
I will actually plug Plutarch's wife here. Watch her Anita Moorcat series on just talking about she gives these like acting. She takes on many faces and shows the reality of the church and trying to get men to buy into this traditional tradcon bullshit on wifing up all these fucked up women. There is a large amount of truth in her comedic series that I think men should watch.
I hope that you enjoy our videos. Please tell us what you think about them. We appreciate your feedback. Also, please like the videos. It helps us to build more awareness. And share our videos with your friends and those who need to see them. You never know, but you may save a man's life if he is more aware of female nature. You don't have to say anything when you are sharing our videos. You can just copy and paste them and let the chips fall where they may. Please watch our older live streams on both YouTube channels. You might also enjoy Marry Me Red Pill podcast by your Red Pill Babushka, based on the survey for biological men. It's an ongoing survey that you can participate in. Please share it with other men. The more men participate in this survey, the more statistically significant the results are. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels if you enjoy our content and if you'd like to see more content like this. Join us for interesting discussions with the Resurgence of Sanity guys on Saturdays at 9:15 a.m. Pacific on Elena's Bar YouTube channel and on Wednesdays at 5:45 p.m. Pacific on the Resurgence of Sanity YouTube channel. Once again, thank you so much for joining us for interesting discussions. Thank you for your feedback and for your kind support. We appreciate you guys. We are looking forward to seeing you in our other activities as well. Take care everyone and have a wonderful day.